it's Wes Peters, Wes Peters Group, Kellers Real Estate. Wanted to film a quick video today to tell everyone about our guaranteed sale program, which I probably don't do a good enough job making everyone aware of our guaranteed sale program and how that works. Doesn't come into play a lot. We're in a seller's market like we are right now with low inventory that's driving the market. But our process, when we go on a listing appointment, for the most part, I give the seller what I think the pros and cons are at listing at on the high side, worst case scenario. We give ranges, and ultimately we work for that seller, and if it's within reason, we let that seller dictate that list price to start. A lot of times though, sellers will say, well, Wes, what would you do if I were in my situation? What would you do? And that's where the guaranteed sale program comes into play. There's a lot of transparency that needs to be in place, but if that client fully trusts us and says, Wes, if this is my house, what would you do to the property to market it? What would you do prep work? What would you do price-wise? That's where the guarantee comes into play. Where essentially I'm putting my money where my mouth is and say, hey, I guarantee you the sale of this house if you list the property at the price that we recommend. Now sometimes there can be some going back and forth if we're not on the same page with that. Some homes are more difficult to price. Sometimes we will bring in an appraiser that's completely unbiased third party. We will pay for that as well. The main aspects of the transaction are agreeing on that list price, okay? And there's 30 days where we agree to list that property at that agreed upon price. If that property does not sell in those first 30 days, we have an agreed upon reduction 30 days in, and that's a pre-discussed agreed upon price reduction, usually about at the 3% range, okay, which usually is what our fee is to list the property. After 60 days, if that property does not sell at a price that you are agreeable to, we will continue to market the property and sell that property at no cost. And we still have to pay that buyer's agent in that transaction. Essentially, we are working for free at that point. So there's a few caveats to that. There's no short sales. There are no tenant-occupied properties. There obviously needs to be equity in that property. We go a little bit further. So the main two aspects of a transaction where we lose control is the home inspection and the appraisal. Okay, so there's a lot of parallels to the way CarMax sells cars. Kind of certified pre-owned, if you will. So we highly encourage to have the property pre-inspected with one of our recommended home inspectors. That way we can be fully transparent, share the home inspection report, make it available for the public to see. If it's a good report, if there's some things that need to be addressed, we've got the time and the luxury to use our own resources where we can address those issues ahead of time, as opposed to getting under contract and then having something come up that we weren't planning for, and we have time restrictions, or maybe we can't address that issue the way that we would if time, was in our favor. With that aspect being taken care of, a lot of the surprises go out of the transaction, which is the last thing we want to do when we got a seller that is settling on a property, they're out of state or on their vacation, and we have a long list of repairs that we're caught off guard. So pre-appraisals and pre-inspections are a big part of the guaranteed sale program. It also requires that you meet with Rose, our in-house stager, and you're agreeable to any recommendations. So it's a pretty straightforward, no-nonsense approach to selling real estate. If you'd like to hear some more details or like my personal evaluation, what your home might be worth, and if the guaranteed sale program is a good fit for you, there's a tab on our website, wespetersgroup.com, guaranteed sale tab at the top. Or reach out to me personally. I'd love to hear from you, talk about it. Take care.